Hey there. Welcome to Try the Goulash. Thanks for tuning in again another week to listen to us ramble in your ear. I hope your day's going well. I hope your week's going well. I hope your life is going well.
I know.
This is Blake.
It's Willie over here.
And I'm Alex.
Over yonder.
This week, we're going to change it up just a hair. It's probably going to end up in discussion like we always do, but we're going to try something a little bit new. So instead of picking a topic and discussing it, we're going to have a debate. Lots of debates, actually.
Like Trump, Clinton?
We're going to be talking about Trump and Clinton. We're going to be talking about which religion is the best. We're also going to be talking about if abortion is moral or not.
That's right, folks.
Okay, I'm going to leave now.
No, we're not talking about any of that.
Yeah.
That's that.
They're going to be very simple, very easy to listen to.
It's going to be silliness.
Yes,
But that doesn't mean that this isn't taken lightly. Like, I'm fucking taking this shit serious, guys. Yeah.
Okay, fucking hit me. Hit me, Dad. Zad.
Okay. Tell me, there is two kinds of people in the world that do this. You and Al. So here's how this is going to work. I'll ask the question. I'll be the judge. I'm guessing you two are going to be split on this. You will, and
Hopefully.
you, Al, will debate. Yeah. I mean, if you're not split, it's not that big of a deal. We'll just go on to another one.
Hit me with that topic.
I'm judge. You guys are debating. Yep. And then whoever asks the next one will be the judge.
I'm ready.
You and Al go out to a restaurant.
I'm going to win.
You sit down at this restaurant. You get the menu. Do you look at the menu items or do you look at the prices first?
You picked this on purpose.
Are you guys split or are you the same? Because we need to know that.
I mean, I don't know, Al's. I look at
if I'm consistent.
Me personally, I just look at, like, are you saying like menu as in menu items or the price?
So when you open the menu up, Will, do you look at, the fish sandwich, or do you look at, the fish sandwich costs $8? Which one do you look at first?
The fish sandwich. The fish sandwich, dude.
Okay, we have a debate because I know where Al is at.
I like the topic. I think if you're thinking about money, you're a fucking idiot. Just because.
Hang on. Al, where are you at here?
If you're financially responsible at all, then you're a fucking idiot.
No.
Al, where are you at?
Dude.
Before Will gets on a tangent.
You're not an idiot.
Where are you?
First of all, I don't look at numbers first in a menu, but I guarantee you the first item on the menu that I look at, if it's a fish sandwich, I'm not going to move on to the next one until I look at the price of fish sandwich. Yes, I'm going to look at the price and see how much things are in general before I survey the whole menu and decide what I want. Price is definitely a factor in what I order, if that's the root of the question.
Okay, so Al's more financial. So this is what I'm debating here. Does the money weigh your option or does the food weigh your option? That's what I need to know. And I need to know if you both are, in different points of this debate. Because then we won't have one if you aren't.
I don't think that I go out to a restaurant expecting not to pay anything. So, I'm not going to order the absolute cheapest thing on the menu. But if there's, 3 different things that I am leaning towards... Well, first of all, I'm not paying $20 for an entree. You can go fuck yourself. If you're charging me $12 for your Tex-Mex burrito, it better be doubling as a pocket pussy or something. I better be getting ahead if I'm paying $12 for a fucking burrito. For a tortilla with ground beef in it,
That's
$8. $8 is what I will pay for that, not 50% more, which is what a lot of Tex-Mex places around here charge, and it's what the fuck?
But you're speaking To me,
Guys, I need to know where the fuck you're at. on this
I've already told you.
thing. Will's looking at food. Are you looking
Yes.
at prices?
I make a decision off of the price at some times.
Yes.
Yes, but
Yeah.
generally I
That's what
look
I'm
at
saying.
I look at the description, the picture,
Okay.
if there is
I
one.
think
that's what
we
I look at.
don't have a debate here.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah,
look
I
at
think
food and then look at price.
It's not
Okay.
one way or the other.
Well,
If they're both involved in every decision-making
Yes.
process. Like, I'll let the price be a tiebreaker if I'm deciding between two items and I'm really not sure, and I'm like, well, that one's $12 and that one's $14. I'm gonna get the $12 one.
All right,
So I
next
can-
next one. Which way does toilet paper go when you put a roll on the thing? Does the next piece of toilet paper go on the side closest to you or closest to the wall?
me personally, goes to me.
Yeah, I
'Cause
think
it's
we're both
easiest.
the same. We live in the same house, and it's
Yeah.
always the same. So.
Let me ask a question because I know.
Well,
Let
here's
me-
another. While that we're talking about the toilet paper issue, if you have a cat, you better be facing it towards the wall, because that motherfucker's pulling the whole thing down if it's facing towards
Yeah,
you.
that's very true.
But
That's
if
a
it's
good-
facing the wall, then it'll just keep rolling.
That's a good point. Just for the record, since we're all in agreement here about the toilet paper, if you are a person that faces it towards the wall, fuck you. You're wrong.
Honestly, if you're my roommate and you're putting it towards the wall, I'm just gonna be happy that you did it. Like, I will be less picky about orientation of it and more picky about leaving cardboard roll.
Yeah. Well, here's
Ask a question, Will.
mine. Do pineapples belong on pizza?
Oh shit.
It's a big fuck no for me, Will. It's a big fuck no. It's a cold food.
I will debate this. I think I will take pineapple's side in this debate.
You like Hawaiian pizza?
I mean, I would prefer other pizzas, but I don't not like Hawaiian pizza. I guess I'll just list my arguments right now.
Yeah.
Lots of pizza is the same. It's like cheese, meat, sauce, and that's it. Like it's just very dull. The pineapple is an ingredient that is kind of rare on pizza. It adds sweet notes, and I kind of weirdly like it when the pineapple is heated up. I don't know why. And it also adds a little extra juice in your bite, which I think helps.
Would you like?
It helps, like, if the pizza's dry and you get a Hawaiian pizza, then it just kind of softens it up a little bit.
So it like pretends that it's
But-
not a shitty dry pizza.
But are you just
Yes.
putting what else is coming on with this pineapples?
Dude, it's Canadian bacon.
Okay,
man.
I
That's
mean,
like
yeah.
that's the OG. I'm not putting olives on it with pineapples. It's fucking gross.
That's gross. That's where you
Anchovies,
cross
dude?
the line. You'll have moistened dry pizza from pineapple juice, but you won't have black olives in there with it.
Yes, dude. Can
Fair
you
enough.
imagine? Could you imagine the taste, like the conflicting tastes of black olives and pineapple?
You know what, Blake? I think it's funny you asked that because that leads me into my debate. Yes, I can't imagine the conflict in taste there. And it's not because of the black olives, sir. It is because of the pineapple, which is one of the most potent tasting fruits that I have ever tasted.
It
When
is.
I put a piece of pineapple in my mouth is overwhelmed with flavor, which I rather enjoy when I'm eating a fresh cut pineapple. I will eat a pineapple off a kebab that was on the grill. So
There you go.
I take back
Come
my
on, dude.
statement of not wanting it cooked because I can enjoy that. But I don't really want pineapple with anything else. It's its own thing.
What about the
it
kebab,
doesn't
dude?
get along. No, I eat everything on the kebab separately. I don't stack it on my fork. I just eat a mushroom, eat a chunk of chicken, eat a pineapple. I don't eat anything together. If I have pizza sauce and a pineapple in my mouth at the same time, I might freak out. Plus, since we're bringing up the whole Hawaiian pizza, I think Canadian bacon's overrated. I think it's ham.
Whoa,
and ham's
hey,
not even that great.
Judge, he's trying to steer off the topic here.
You're right.
This is not allowed.
Tangent, I accept. But I think that my argument of the powerful taste of pineapple, which nobody can deny. I don't care if it's subjective. This is fact, y'all. My opinion. No, I just think it's too strong. I'm not going to hate on you. I'm
is
not
this
the
your
kind of
closing
guy.
debate here?
Yeah, if we are getting pizza from the same place and you're like, let's just do half and half because you the type of dude that doesn't like pineapple, and I think that's dumb because I want it. If you say that to me, I'll be like, dude, put it on your half and I'll get my half. And I'm not going to be freaking out that it's in the same box. But, like, just don't make me eat a pizza with pineapple on it. There's every other topping is better to me.
Okay.
Except anchovies and capers. Fuck those.
My closing debate is...
last rebuttal.
Yes. My closing debate is one of, hands down, in this existence, one of the best food combinations is salty and sweet, dude. That's like one of the all-time most
Are you saying ham?
delicious.
Are you saying Canadian bacon / ham?
Yes, that is savory plus the sweet. And
You're not wrong. Peanut butter, chocolate, pretzels.
There you go. I
chocolate.
think, dude, he just admitted fault. I think I won this one already.
I'm just saying your case has valid points. This all comes to subjectivity anyway.
Your case also had valid points, but I didn't point them out because I want to win.
And I want to ask a question to both of you.
What?
I mean, Al, do you have a last rebuttal? Do you have a last say before
I've been redundant as it is, so let's move on.
So my question is, do we answer, or are we wanting to answer?
I think you want to answer, so just do it.
No. Are we supposed to? Because I think Blake gave the better argument.
Oh, yeah, you have to judge.
But that's not like... So basically, I'll
You agree with me, but you think he argued better?
Yes.
So,
yes.
This is very tough, but...
That's horseshit.
Al, you almost got it. Like, you almost got my
what did I
answer.
miss?
You said, like,
Let's
you were
team
talking
up.
about the... I mean, I'm going to give the
I'm so
answer to
happy.
Al just because...
Whoa!
Yeah!
I'm going to give you the point.
That makes me way
Just
better.
because,
Okay.
listen to this. So my answer
is
is
bullshit.
fuck no.
I persuaded
agree.
him.
No.
Good judgment.
Al, this was your best. This is like what?
I'm upset.
I'm sorry, Blake. You did a very good job.
The
Fuck you,
flavor.
Will.
It's the flavor.
No, it was the fucking Canadian bacon statement. I fucking hate Canadian bacon, dude.
the Moog point
so
tangent.
overrated.
Dude, no, fuck you.
Like bacon, I would rather just have regular bacon.
dude,
Same.
okay, my
Same.
argument was not for Canadian
I know.
bacon. My
I
argument was
know,
for
but
salty
I'm
and sweet.
saying this is what really solved it. Okay,
salty.
pizza. I don't want a fucking salty and sweet pizza. I think fucking
Hearty.
meat, vegetables,
Get your fruit outta here.
fucking pizza sauce. Like that's what I'm thinking. Very savory, not sweet. Savory.
Get your sweet
If you
shit
want
outta here.
sweet, you fucking eat it after you eat your pizza. God damn it, it's fucking savory. That's all it needs to be
For
said.
the record,
That was really intense.
for the record, I'm not ordering fucking Hawaiian pizza.
Well, I know.
I'm getting sausage and black olives. That's my favorite.
I can totally
Throw
eat
some
it,
mushrooms
but
on there.
it's like fuck. I will only eat it if someone orders it. I will never fucking.
I just I'm the same, but
Like, I can
I
eat
thought
it,
it
but-
was worth debating because I will
Yes.
eat it. It's not like I don't like
I
it.
thought it would be an interesting topic, so that's why I went there.
Hey,
and I appreciate you.
speaking of pizza, I don't know if this is going to be a debate or not, but when you're eating a piece of pizza, do you guys eat the crust?
Fuck yes.
Al?
It depends.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Let's
Situationally.
hear it. Let's hear it.
I think we're gonna be the same.
Blake's the
place
judge.
here.
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay.
If I'm staring
Wait,
at...
wait. Can I preface this?
Okay, you
can
can
I
just go
preface
first. Just go
the
first.
question? Are we talking every piece of pizza? Like, let's say.
Stuffed crust, I'm not leaving that shit.
Wait, whoa.
Give it to me. I'll
This
eat
is
it every time.
okay.
I'll eat it first.
So this is how
Stuffed
I'm
crust?
thinking. Is it? I think you should rephrase that to
Okay.
just to be more specific.
I
Like
think you should give me that.
first piece of pizza, or like all the pieces you eat. Like, what are we talking here?
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
talking-
So we're on the same wavelength. Will,
I'm
I already know.
talking all or none, pretty much. Obviously, stuffed crust, cheese, everyone's eating that shit. So we're throwing that one out. I'm talking like any piece of pizza, not stuffed,
Just
just
out of
regular
principle.
crust.
Okay.
Like everything from like garlic brushed Pizza Hut to Tostino's crust.
Well, there's no such thing as Tostinos. It's
Totino's.
Totinos, and it's actually Tottinos, and
Oh fuck! Well,
that hardly has crust at all.
you learn something
Yeah,
new
it
every
doesn't
day.
really. I mean, it's kind of all a crust.
Do we have a debate or not?
I don't think so.
No, because we both think that. This is the thing. If we're at a party, a pizza party, and everybody orders pizza together, and everybody's like, "All right, you pay me $3, and you can have 2 slices." I'm gonna eat the crust on those because I'm hungry, and 2 slices might just satisfy me. But if it's like a whole Papa Murphy's pizza, and there's a lot of toppings, and I can pretty much eat to my heart's content, I'm probably gonna eat as much pizza body as I can before I move on to the crust, and I will eat crust as like a rationed extra portion. Like I'll eat. If I eat 3 pieces in one sitting, I'll eat all of the pieces body pizza, like with toppings on it first, and then I'll go back and eat my crust if I am still a little bit hungry.
So Al is kind of anti-crust.
I'm not anti.
I like crust. I want
I'll
to
eat
eat
it.
I
I don't
want to
discriminate.
Wait, we can settle. We can figure out if we have a debate here or not.
Okay.
With one question. Will, you have a piece of pizza. Do you do what Al does, where you eat the whole thing and set the crust aside, or do you
Nope,
just
I eat it.
Okay, here we go.
If it's only one piece, I mean the whole thing.
Yeah, that's
The only
thing.
time I don't eat the crust is if I know I'm going to eat a lot of pizza.
Exactly.
And I don't want to
that's my
waste
answer.
room on delicious
Exactly.
black olives and
No
mushrooms.
debate.
and
No
cheese.
debates.
Okay.
I always eat the crust as well.
Yeah.
Well, especially like Papa Murphy's crust is one of my favorite. It's really doughy. I
don't like a doughy crust. I like a thin
Papa
crust.
Murphy's. Since I said Papa Murphy's, I'm gonna bring up how Will said no sweet pizza. Oh baby,
You're fucking wrong, dude.
I mean,
Their
that's a
dessert-
that's a
I
dessert
know.
pizza.
And you have to eat the real pizza
Yeah.
first, and then you eat that.
Yeah.
Here's a question: a mini debate about Papa Murphy's
hungry.
dessert
We're going to
pizza.
Freddy's.
Do you guys
Yeah.
prefer the s'mores pizza or the cinnamon roll pizza? Have you had them both?
What's cinnamon roll pizza? Is that
Have
like
you had it?
Cinnasticks?
Yeah, I've had
Honestly,
it.
I think I like the cinnamon better than the s'mores.
Well,
I do too.
It reminds me of that dessert pizza from Pizza
like-
Inn.
Whatever. I think well, it's not even there anymore. But there was a Pizza Hut, the Eastland Pizza Hut. Their buffet.
Dude, that was Pizza Inn.
That was Pizza Inn.
Wait, no.
No, it
You
wasn't.
said
That was
Pizza Hut?
Pizza Hut. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They
never
had the
mind.
best
Eastland?
pizza
Yeah.
buffet.
Do they have a
ever.
dessert?
Yes, and they had like I think it was like
I think
a
it's
cinnamon
probably
roll.
similar.
Yeah.
Little
But I've never
cinnamon
had.
clusters like Panera's
Yeah.
cinnamon crunch. The stuff they have on the top.
I just the thing that I hate about the s'mores pizza, I wish they put more marshmallows on it.
More mallows.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Because
Well,
like the mallow is the most important part of a s'mores, I think, personally.
yeah.
I've got a debate, but
Al, do you have a debate?
Do you have anything, Al? If
If
not, it's cool.
all
I
my
can just
stuff
go to
has
a
to
next
do
one.
with food.
Okay,
I
I'll
don't
do a
care. I think
non-food
it's-
one, and then you can.
I
jump
have
in.
Let me do my
non-food
food
one
one
as
because we
well.
just did food, and then
Okay.
we'll switch
All
to
right,
no
that's
food.
fair.
This is the last food one.
Well, no, it's probably not. Gonna
You guys already know it. It's what do you Cheetos, crunchy or puff?
Okay, I'm Team Crunch. Will, where are you at?
I'm Team Puff, dude.
Oh
Here we go.
Okay.
Who's
Let it
Rock, paper,
begin.
scissors.
You pick.
Let it begin.
Rock paper scissors first.
Out of one.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Ah, fuck.
You go first, motherfucker.
All right, this is why Crunchy is
I
better.
won.
This is why Crunchy's better. Crunchy is better for multiple reasons. Multiple.
Okay.
I'll just, in no particular order, I'll start. Crunchy take up less space. So if you get a bag of Crunchy Cheetos, you're getting more Cheetos. The puffy ones take up more room. You're getting less bang for your buck.
And I'm just overwhelmed by my traveling situation and how little space I have, and I just can't
But
take the puffs
I
along.
I could rebuttal
You just shut up, dude.
There's no room at the
about
end,
that
Mary.
comment. Just
You just
because
shut up, dude.
Judge. Silence in the court, please.
Al, what is
Order in my courtroom. Put your pants on.
I'm just saying.
what, you're gonna let this man speak? I'm on a tangent.
Wait, Will, you will have your turn.
Okay.
Take it easy. You're so confident. Wait.
Okay. Back to what I was saying. The crunchy ones, you get more
Okay.
for your buck. I believe, personally. The puffy ones just take up too much room. Secondly, you get less cheese on your fingers
That's bullshit.
with the crunchies.
Bullshit.
In
Well-
my personal experience, you get less. The puffies take up more surface area. More your finger is grabbing the puffies, you get more cheese on your finger. In my experience.
I disagree.
Will, calm down. You'll have your turn.
Lastly, Team Crunch, dude. I just fucking like the crunch. It's it feels like I'm eating more of a thing than just a like it feels like I'm eating more of a substance.
Yeah.
And fucking they don't make puffy spicy Cheetos, so
Okay. You done?
All right.
I'm done.
All
It's
right.
Will's turn.
Well, when I think
You impatient
of a cheddar chip, I'm just thinking.
I get
all wet
and moist in my
Like back
Cheddar chip, more
Cheddar
sexual.
When I think
Cheddar chip.
cheddar chip, I start to drool and touch myself.
Okay. So back to what I was saying. A Cheeto. Let's just say a Cheeto right now. But when I think back to my childhood, when I really probably had Cheetos more often, I think of a Puff. Like, they're so much better.
So that's one point.
I'm going to rebuttal all of Blake's.
Will wins.
I disagree with
better. Oh, dude, good point.
taste. I can rebuttal both of his statements. So his first one, you get more bang for your buck. You may get more chips, but the Cheetos Puff bag is filled way more to the top than your fucking regular crunchy Cheetos. It's not even filled to the top, bud. So you could rebuttal there. Second, I fucking totally disagree about crunchy Cheetos being less dirty. Just because of this reason. Can you pick up one Cheeto with 2 fingers?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, Cheeto Puff. You can easily, 1 fingers, put it in your mouth.
One fingers?
2 fingers, 1 fingers.
I can do that with
Plural,
a crunchy.
2. You could, but when I think, if you're not paying attention, you stick your whole fucking hand down there and all your fingers are crunchy.
And I just don't want to have to focus
Yes.
any more than that.
And would you rather have 2 dirty fingers or a dirty hand? That's what it comes down to. But the overall, the crunchy, it's almost, I mean, you get crunchy out of the Puff. I feel like you just taste the cheese, which is the most important part, better from a cheese Puff. It is better tasting than a crunchy Cheeto.
I disagree in the taste area.
Okay, so this is my turn to judge and evaluate this debate. I think this has surprisingly been a good debate so far. You guys both did equally as well and shitty at the same time. So I'm going to take it point by point. The first point that was made was the quantity and efficiency of bag space and just overall volume of each Cheeto. And I think it's a stupid fucking point to even bring up, and you both lost on both sides of the point. The point is Moog. It doesn't matter. The Cheetos that are crunchy are smaller Cheetos. That's why it makes sense that they have a smaller bag.
Exactly.
They're more dense, whatever. The cheese puffs are bigger. They have a bigger bag. I'm not really worried about that extra 4 inches about the Cheeto puffs. I don't even really think that matters. So moving on. What is next? What did you guys say? Oh, the cleanliness. I'm giving this to Will. I think that the crunchy Cheetos are in fact more dense, and I think that they actually do in fact have more cheese on them. Therefore,
I win.
you not only get more on your fingers, but also they taste better.
Yes.
And that's
this
just a
is-
subjective opinion.
This is split.
What else was said? There was
I
another
mean,
point.
that's how it was.
There was
for
another
me.
point too, though, right?
It was.
No. Okay, here it is. So I'm not going to give that point to Blake yet because that's such a subjective opinion. And I'm going to move to the next point, which was Blake saying, and this was one of my favorite points in the argument because I thought about it before he said it, was they don't make jalapeno cheese puffs.
Spicy.
They don't make spicy
I
cheese
knew
puffs,
it.
and that's my favorite flavor. And just in general, the variety of crunchy Cheetos, they have Flamin' Hot, they have
Flaming hot. That's what I was
they
trying
have the
to
jalapeno, they have regular, they might have others, I don't even know. But cheese puffs is just cheese puffs. I mean, sometimes they have different like shapes, so like the twists or whatever, but I don't need that kind of.
say. Who wins, Al?
Yeah.
The tiebreaker is my subjective opinion. It's crunchy Cheetos. I
Fuck
just
you
think
both.
it's cheese puffs were invented to appease kids at lunchtime, and they're not really a real snack. I think cheese crunchies are the shit, possibly my favorite chip ever. So this was a loaded
Cheddar
argument from the beginning.
Just because I have already won this debate, I'm gonna come out and say, Will, you're probably right about your fingers getting messier with the
No, it's
crunchies.
true. Yeah, you were full of shit, Blake. You were saying that, and I was like, "What? Have you ever eaten Cheetos? Dude, that's a fucking
I
mess,
was like
man."
halfway through it, and I was like, "Fuck, this is a lie."
Like,
and then
when-
I was just like, I made up this argument that the cheese puffs were bigger, so you were using more fingers to grab them. I was like, "Your fingers get messy."
They're also harder to grab. They're like pick 'em
Yeah.
up sticks, whereas cheese puffs, like you can easily feel which one is there, and you can like probably pick it up with your fingernail even because it's so light.
Well, all I have to say is for all my cheese puff fans out there, give me some feedback because I won.
I'm not saying that
I'm
Cheetos
kidding.
puffs
I'm being
are
an arrogant
irrelevant.
bastard.
I over exaggerated that statement. I think that any Cheeto deserves a place in my stomach and in my mouth first.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's the real argument.
Well,
Every
we
Cheeto
have
wins.
Cheeto puffs in our kitchen if you guys want some.
We do?
Left over
Well,
from
what are we
the
doing?
party.
Oh God!
From the party.
Are either one of you clock setter aheaders or behinders? Are either one of you those kind of people?
Like your watch?
Sure, or the kitchen timer or anything like that. Are either one of you those
I
kind
want
of people?
the fucking
want the
exact
exact
time.
I usually set my clocks in, not on my watch, but in like my kitchen. I'll set them ahead.
See, I think it's pointless because you are conscious of that.
Yeah.
So you're like, well, it's actually 2 minutes ahead, so I really have 2 minutes. You're going to like give yourself that excuse every time. You're never going to be duped by something that you
yeah.
did.
What else?
Here, I have one, I think.
You should tell
That's
Ian
not
to set
related.
it and don't let him
Okay.
let you know what he set it to.
I'll just check
like
my
10
watch.
minutes.
It's
behind.
it's a really easy question. Cat or a dog?
I'm Team Cat.
Wait, as in like what we think.
This is great.
Should be a
This is
pet?
great. Al, I feel like Al should be the judge here.
Really?
I
I got a
feel
lot of
like
strong
Will,
opinions about
I
this
feel
because
like
I'm passionate about pets.
I feel like Will is Team Dog.
No, I totally am.
I'm
Okay.
definitely Team
You guys
Cat.
can debate. I would be a
Okay.
good judge because I know everything.
All right.
Based
You
on
want-
principle, Will's going first.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna suggest me going first since you went first last time.
Cat dog, cat dog.
Okay.
1 pound David a whipping burn.
A dog.
I'm leaving this week on my own accord.
So, I know you can create a relationship with a cat, but I feel like you can create a more personal relationship with a dog. For example, you don't normally see a dog walking through or a cat, sorry. You don't see a cat walking on a hiking trail with a
already
person.
lost.
Yeah, dude, I fucked it up. my whole answer is fucked up. Everyone's like, this kid is a fucking idiot. Just kick him off.
Fucking cheese puffs, get out
Yeah,
here.
God.
Cheese puffs and donuts.
But you don't see a cat walking on a leash through forests with
You
a
haven't
human.
been hiking with Natalie.
Yeah, I mean, that's your sister.
the
though,
judge is
dude.
biased. The
She
judge
has a
is
leash.
biased.
She
So,
has harnesses for cats.
I
she
think
walks in.
you can, you can create a more personal relationship with a dog in comparison to a cat. I know you can create a relationship with the cat, but I don't know. For me personally, like and I know this stuff happens for both cats and dogs, but like for example, if I had a dog and I left for a year and I didn't see my dog, like my dog, I feel like would react more strongly and more affectionately than a cat would. Like a cat would just, I know it'd probably be fucking going crazy as well, but to me, it's that's my biggest argument is I feel like I can create more of a personal relationship with a dog. And I don't know, I know cats are smart, but me personally, I feel like dogs are much smarter than like we give them credit. Just because like they can just notice things when you're in a bad mood. And my dog, Ellie, my parents' dog, she, like, if I was ever in a bad mood, she would just always seem to make me happy. And sometimes she would just cuddle up, and that was what I needed. Whereas I know cats can do that, but I don't know. I feel like in society you see more of the dogs playing that role than a cat, and maybe that's just society
Like a companion.
like shaping my opinion here. But just because, I mean, a pet is a pet. You could say this for anything, but I don't know. I think that's my biggest argument right now is the more personal relationship.
You ready for this bomb?
Yeah, dude.
All right. Before we start, I will say that I like cats a lot, probably more than dogs. But that doesn't mean that I don't like dogs. I do like dogs.
Yeah, and
I just like cats more.
I like cats as well. Like, they're both very cool.
He didn't always.
but I didn't always.
And then he met Dorothy.
PG. Keys.
Well, the reason I didn't like cats, and I think this is another very good point for me. Sorry, Blake, but dogs are much better around kids than a cat. And this is my story. When I was a kid, my aunt had a cat. I tried to grab it, and that cat didn't like that and hissed and tried to bite me. And from about 3 years old until about 16, 17, I just didn't really like cats. And I mean, that being said, dogs, I've seen so many dogs that are like super protective around kids. And my brother's dog, he has a golden doodle. Her name is Libby. My brother has two kids, a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. Shout out June, it's your birthday. I love you, girl. But besides the point, those two kids have like climbed on Libby and like play on her like she is a jungle gym. And I don't think a cat would allow that. Maybe certain cats, but
I mean, they're just not built like a fucking horse like
exactly.
she is. Also, Libby Babe is like a stellar dog.
Yeah,
if you
she's
would have
very
grabbed
good.
Casey
Oh, yeah.
when you were 3, you would be dead. You would not be
It
here.
totally
Straight up.
There's certain
She does
breeds,
not like kids. Like
Yeah.
you, like
Golden
a kid will walk
retrievers
by and
are-
she wants to kill him.
Yeah, golden
That's
retrievers
scary.
are very good, very protective when it comes to that type. But I mean, all of my brother's dogs. We have 2 cockapoos, a golden lab and a golden doodle, and they're like all really good around kids. So that's just what I'm gonna say. And I'm sorry, Blake, for interrupting you. So
All right, you finally have the floor after years of waiting.
I'm an old man. I've got gray hair.
I really do.
Okay, I do too, actually. I've got like probably a good 20 gray hairs.
I have a lot as well, boys, and I'm balding.
Yeah, well, my hairline's not looking good. It's getting worse by the day. Cats and dogs. Okay, I don't know where to start here. Cats take up less room than dogs. They're just smaller. Like, you get a Maine Coon, but no one has those. Some people have those, but like compared to the general cat population, it's not a lot, and they take up less room.
One's dying.
What?
One of my grandpa's
Maine
Coons is dying. She has a tumor.
Oh, that's sad.
But
dude.
it was
I'm sorry.
the bitchy one, so at least it's not the cool one.
Oh, so she was mean, so it's okay if she
Yeah, but
dies.
that's probably why she was mean, because she had a tumor.
Probably.
Don't touch
Okay.
me.
Anyway, fuck. Back to what I was saying.
Wait, get on with your point. Are you going to debate? Jesus Christ, we don't have a day.
Cats take up less room than dogs. Dogs are running around. They get in the way. They're knocking stools over. They're jumping up on the table trying to eat your food. Cats don't do that shit. They're smaller. Like, you could just like blow over a cat. So that's.
Can they?
Sometimes cats get up on a mantle and
Hey,
look at you in the eye.
Hey,
Okay, keep going.
Hey, cats do jump up on things, but they're so small you can just hurl them across the room. Like, it doesn't even matter. So they're smaller. They take up less room. Now, let's talk about care for each animal. Cats, you're not doing shit hardly at all. Like, you put out a litter box, you got to change the litter box a couple times, and that's it. Dogs, you're taking your dog outside. You're taking your dog on walks. You got to do all this extra stuff, which some people like. But I think it's an advantage if the cat is just more independent than a dog and can operate on its own accord. What else is there? Let's talk about hair. I would say cats and dogs shed equal for the most part, but a cat is smaller, so it's shedding less than a dog.
But not all dogs shed.
Not all cats shed.
Oh. Whoa. Let's kiss.
Let's see what else we got here.
I'm gonna fucking kill you, dude.
I could probably go on and on, but here's my last point. Their family A has a dog, a lab. Family B has a cat. They're going to bed. Both animals jump up in the bed. Which family's more comfortable? It's family B with the cat.
But there are small ass dogs out there. Ellie, for example, she's a smaller version of a cat,
she's
dude.
cat-sized.
She's probably like less than a cat.
It's true. You are right. And there's big cats as well. But
if I'm
for the most part, cats are small, dogs are big.
Well, yeah. But at the same time, to go against that, cats are small. They jump on fucking like top of counters and top of refrigerator.
Anything.
Do you normally see a fucking giant ass dog? Oh, dude, I see some food. I'm gonna fucking jump all the way up there. No, you don't see that. Sometimes they'll get on their hind legs and lick that shit.
Here's
Jesus,
the thing.
dude.
You're right. Dogs don't jump on top of fridges and shit. But if I went through my entire life about how many times food has been swiped from me from a dog versus a cat,
Well,
it's dog,
yeah.
hands down.
I would
They're
agree.
always jumping up and like stealing
But
your hamburger or your hot
cats
dogs.
aren't trying to steal.
And you can train, dogs can be trained too, but you can train cats not to jump up on shit too. You just got to be stern.
Well, yeah.
I'm done.
As with any
spritzer.
animal.
Cats.
Is it my turn?
It's your turn.
Okay. This is tricky for me to have an opinion as far as like what I think is better, because I grew up with both. I've always had one of each, like living with my parents. I've cohabitated with both a dog and a cat pretty much my whole life. But I've always considered myself a dog person. Like, I've always Like growing up in this debate, I would be like, oh yeah, dogs. I like dogs better. I think I've changed. I've come around to cats a little bit in the past probably 5 years or so. I just really have appreciated cats and what they are. But we'll break your guys' argument down again in the points because I like the way that we did that before.
All right.
So what was the first point that Will brought up was the emotional connection and just the relationship with your pet is vastly more prominent in a dog. And I have to agree with that one. You definitely get a point there, Will. I think dogs have more emotional capacity than cats do. And if you're somebody that is getting a pet in order to fulfill your need and you are feeling alone and you want something, a life form around to show you appreciation and attention, then a dog is definitely for you. Cats don't give a fuck. Dogs are all about you. That's all they give a shit about is whether or not you're giving them attention and they're trying to love you nonstop. And they do have a good memory as far as that. Not that cats don't. They just express their emotions more honestly and passionately than cats do in my experience of having both.
I would probably agree with this, but I just want to come in and rebuttal just because I lived with a cat for almost 4 years.
Oh,
and every day I came home, she would be like, yeah! She would like run up.
Well, that's the thing is like cats are not inept to that. It's just on average. Like, I don't care what kind of dog you have, what breed you have. If you own a dog and it's your pet and you're the owner, especially if you're the alpha, that dog is going to go ballistic when you get home. Like, I've never met a dog that doesn't do that. I've met a majority of the cats that I've met don't give a fuck.
Like dogs.
The one cat that you lived with was an exception. She was an anomaly, and she didn't shut the fuck up.
Like dogs, on average, would be more excited than
yes.
cats.
So in that regard, I give Will the point in that point. What did you say next? You said, I'm just gonna jump around. Shedding. I think that's kind of maybe a toss point because it kind of just comes to a preference of what kind of hair you want. Cat's hair, I think, in general is softer. So I would prefer to have cat hair on my clothes than like a lab hair. Like lab hair, to me, is vile. Like I don't, I hate to even see it like on a couch or a blanket. A blanket covered in lab hair should be burned. You can't wash that shit out. Like it's done. But Blake also did have a good point. Not all dogs shed. Or no, Will had a good point. Not all dogs shed. I think there are more dog breeds that don't shed and that are hypoallergenic than cats. There's like maybe 2 cat breeds that don't shed. Like most cats shed pretty consistently all the time. Dogs really only shed during the summer. And when it happens, it fucking sucks. And I don't like it at all. But I think that's too close to even give a point, so sorry, guys.
Space.
Cats definitely win there. They are... The biggest cat is a Maine Coon. And the biggest Maine Coon is the size of like maybe a medium-sized dog. Like a
lion.
Okay, well, you... probably don't own those in a house. It's really rare. A house cat.
It's in our attic, dude.
Maine Coons maybe push like 30 pounds, 30, 40 max, I would feel, and that's like a mid-sized dog. There are some big-ass fucking dogs. I'm not going to give the cats the points on this because some people want a big-ass animal. Some people want a horse that their kids can climb on in their house, and so then cats would be pointless. So size, it comes down to personal preference. There's no solid point there. So sorry, I think Will's still winning 1-0 with dogs. Something that I do want to think, no, because snuggles are different too. Like maybe you want something rigid and stiff like a dog to snuggle and pat on the belly really hard and you want to be able to be rough with it. Personally, I prefer a cat snuggle. Have you ever been massaged by a cat when it's purring and it's doing its little press down thing with its front paws? That's fucking magical, and there's nothing that a dog could physically do that is that satisfying. Period. There's no opinion there. That's fact. A cat front paw massage is better than anything a dog could even dream of doing. Straight up. I'm gonna go to possibly.
Super bad there.
I don't know what the other points were except for this one. This might be the last one. I'm probably skipping something, so bring it up if I don't. But this is the most important point that has been brought up in this debate. Everything else.
What is it?
This one is the amount of effort you're willing to put into a pet. Dogs are exponentially to the 10th power more difficult to have. And I'm going to tell you something. I think that the potential of a dog, like, okay, this is going to be multiple points in one. Will said that dogs are smarter than cats. He thinks that way. I think that dogs have more potential in their mind, their mental capacity to be smarter than cats. But in my experience, most of the time, they're not. Most dogs that I've known are dumbasses. Like, they're just idiots. They're like buffoons. Like, almost every dog I've known, I've met like maybe a handful of dogs that I've been like, damn, that's a smart-ass fucking animal. Holy shit. Whereas you look at a cat and you're like, that motherfucker knows something. You look at its face and you're like, all right, what's your plan, boss? Like, they always look contemplative and wise. So that might be misleading. They could be dumb as shit. But, like, I just think that the potential of dogs' intelligence is totally obliterated by people's lack of knowledge on how to train a dog to be smart, because most dog owners suck. Sorry, guys. You suck. You're not good at owning your pets. Dogs are beasts, and they have a lot of potential, and you waste it because you spoil it. You give it treats all the time, and you don't discipline it. You think you're being nice because you're like, oh, hello, I'm being nice to you and patting you and not telling you no and that you're doing things wrong. I'm going to be nice. You're hurting the dog. Because guess what? It's not well trained, and it's going to get into some stupid shit and do stuff it's not supposed to, and then you're going to get fucking pissed, and you're going to yell at dog, and you're going to take all your negative emotion on it. And that's worse than just quickly correcting it and saying no. So that's my opinion there. Tangent rant. Anyway, the point that I want to address between the debate of cats and dogs is the ease of ownership. Dogs are a child. If you don't treat your dog like it is another child in your family, then you're doing it a disservice because it needs it. It needs attention. It needs direction. It needs instruction. Dogs are completely dependent. And that is why I'm giving the entirety of the argument to cats.
Oh!
Because I'm allergic to responsibility and commitment. And if you get a dog, you are locked down. You can't travel. What, are you going to board it up? That's money. Or you got to pay somebody to come dog sit for you. If you have a cat, it doesn't give a shit. Fill that bowl to the very top. It's good for like a week. Like, it's fine. It doesn't care. I don't need any more things in my life to make me feel like I have to be somewhere or do something at any certain time. I don't need that kind of stress. Like, I already have enough things to worry about. It'd be cool if I could just come home and there's a pet that, like, if I wanted to, I could snuggle with and pet. But, like, it doesn't need me for that. It's fine if I'm just doing my own thing. Like, you know, I'd rather date a cat than a dog. I'd rather date a cat.
All I want to say
cats win.
is you both had very good arguments. I agree with all the points you made, but this is all I have to say. I think your major points were the ease of responsibility when it comes to cats, but I think that in itself, I mean, yes, it's a very good point, but I don't know. I think the positives outweigh that when it comes to dogs.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely like if you invest in a dog, you're gonna get back what
'Cause
you
it's
invest.
not like-
Whereas a cat's like, well, it might not even give a shit about me.
You can put a harness on a cat and take it for walks. I know people do that. I would much rather take a dog.
Well,
Yeah,
exactly.
I'd rather do anything physical with a dog.
Yes.
They're more fun. Well, I don't know. They're more fun to play with for the most part.
So, in summary, fuck you, Will. I won.
Basically,
beat
it comes
me
down to what you want.
twice.
If you're a needy person that really just craves attention and you're lonely, get a dog. If you're chill as fuck and you just want something to pet and be submissive and you can toss it around and it's soft, get a cat. It's easy. I bet whenever I have my own property and I have money to do so, I will probably eventually just have both. But I think I'll get a cat first.
Yeah, I probably will do the same.
I just think it's irresponsible to get a dog unless you're like really financially stable because they cost more money and you have good time management. Like if you're not walking your dog 3 times a day, give your dog away straight up. Unless it's like a small dog.
I'm going to shift gears. When you guys shit, do you stand up or do you wipe on the toilet?
I do like a half squat.
Let's debate it.
I kind of just lean over to one side and
You do? You're
Yeah.
sitting on the toilet?
on one cheek. Yeah, I would say typically.
I don't even do that.
Yeah, you just. I mean,
I don't
my
even go behind. I lift the boys up and I go
you
under.
When
I
you're
go
sitting?
behind.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Why?
Why not, dude? You're fucked up.
I stand up, guys. When I'm done shitting, I like stand up like this. I get the toilet paper and I'm like getting in there.
All right,
I'm
Will
getting
and
in
Al.
there.
It's debate time.
I
Let's
mean,
go.
I just don't think you can efficiently wipe when you're sitting down. Like maybe if you're flexible.
This is
but
probably not going to be as long a debate as
Yeah,
cat and
there's
dogs.
not very many
but
points.
Thank God,
let's
that's
do it. Let's
forever.
go. I'll be the judge.
okay.
I mean, I gotta give myself some room. I want to like make sure I'm in the position. It's easier to spread my cheeks when they're not confined by the circular shape of the seat of the toilet, and that inhibition really I think is the defining factor of this debate. You gotta stand up, spread those cheeks, really get in there and wipe. Plus, I try and wipe front to back.
That's a girl
Okay.
thing, dude.
No, I know that's a girl thing, but like I try and do it because like what I'm not trying to get like ass smell on the bottom of my scrot.
So your gooch.
It's just like risky. Like I still do it, but like I try and go both ways.
Yeah.
I try to be efficient.
Okay.
Will, why don't you stand?
Okay.
He's lazy.
It's not that. When it is, it kind of is that. Like, I don't want to stand up. Number one.
You got to stand up
You have-
eventually. What are you gonna sit there? And
Well,
do?
here I'm much more
Work from the
comfortable.
toilet the
My
rest of the day?
fucking, it's not like I'm fucking shitting with my shorts on my knees. Like they're at my fucking ankles. What if I get up and I have to move to get toilet paper? Like that is
I
an
like the
issue.
risk. I
It's
like
like
the
you
rush.
gotta hop. You can't. I guess you can fucking waddle like a penguin, but
When are you ever in a bathroom where the toilet paper is that far away?
what if you have to move? What if you have no toilet paper? What
Plan
if you
ahead,
ran
bud.
out, dude? Well, sometimes you gotta shit and it's coming out. The turtle head is popping.
My
and
poop's
you
out.
gotta
Oh my
go.
God,
you got to go, dude. And
This-
you don't realize there's no toilet
I
paper.
know we went
there.
from cute and cuddly dogs and cats to how we wipe our anus. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Like, if
this
you're
is just the podcast you
if
signed
you're
up
shitting, if you're taking a shit, and you're a person that doesn't stand up to wipe your ass, if you have no toilet paper, then what does it matter? You still gotta waddle regardless.
But what my biggest point is, it comes down to time. I know when I'm in the bathroom, if I'm shitting, I'm on my cell phone and I'm wasting at least 10 minutes. Like, I'm just social media hardcore. That is like my
What does
time.
that have to do with you
But
standing
listen,
up?
listen.
What does that have to do with anything?
Listen, That's irrelevant to my point, Bo.
Obviously.
If I don't have my phone, and I'm just shitting, I mean, when you stand up, I know it's not going to take a lot of time, but it's so much easier to sit, grab, wipe, throw it in the fucking toilet, grab another piece of toilet paper, just do over. If you stand up and do it, it's like, number one, you have to stand up. Number two, I mean, it's not much longer of a process, but it's standing up, dude.
This is my thing. I'm going to rebuttal immediately. Fuck the system and the order of things. It takes just as much time because you have to stand up to leave the restroom anyway. When you are sitting down and you're lifting one cheek in the air to wipe your butt, and then you got to go back for more toilet paper, are you not putting that butt cheek down, or are you keeping it up? Either way, it's a little bit more effort than standing up, which you had to do in the first place.
There's no
Order in the court.
There's no right answer here.
Well, there is.
There isn't.
I'm the fucking judge.
Well, I know. But
I'm just saying, you're telling me that you're trying to be lazy and save time and save energy by keeping your butt on the seat to wipe, and I'm telling you that is the exact opposite of the case. It takes less energy to just go ahead and stand up, be in position, squat ready. You take the toilet paper, wipe. You need more. You don't even have to move your body. Just grab your arm over there. You're done. And then you don't have to stand up to leave. You just fucking... You're good.
But you have to pull up your pants at some point.
True.
You're going to have to stand up. So why
So you're
waste
saying the
fucking
bending
time?
back over after
Yeah.
standing up? That's why I do the half squat, baby.
Well, not everyone does the half squat. So.
They should.
Order.
Like,
It's a good in-between. It's a hybrid.
I'm coming in here.
I mean, I'm not locking my knees standing up. I'm like, seriously, like, phantom chair squatting.
well, that
Ow.
is really weird, dude. You might as well just
and
get
then
a
I do
bidet.
calisthenics.
Okay, I'm the perfect judge because I once did one of these, and now I'm the other one.
Oh, fuck. I'm screwed.
Al, your method is probably slightly more efficient because I feel like you get a better angle. Okay?
Just go.
What is it, Will?
Just go.
Come on.
I have one more point to make.
Let's hear it. I need all the facts.
Okay. Let's say you have some dingleberries.
Okay,
What?
that's a
I
good
got
point.
you covered. I got you
This is a
covered.
good point.
You're standing up. You don't have a toilet over your fucking ass. Whereas if you're sitting there and you have dingleberries, you're wiping them. Where are they fucking going? Most likely in the toilet.
That's why I do the squat. My butt is over the toilet.
That's so weird.
It's not.
That is so weird. Yeah.
not.
That's like this, and you're like, that's weird, dude.
It's
is
not that
so
weird. It's not that weird. I go like this.
That's weird,
And I just
dude.
drop it. And like, what is a dingleberry? You're not going to get it with your wipe.
I know.
I get everything that's on the external side of my sphincter
What if
with
you-
the wipe. It's not like a dingleberry is just going to be like, pop out. Oh, woo!
What if you?
Oh, that's squirted out. I didn't expect it.
okay.
It's on my shorts now.
Ow. Okay.
Order in the court.
I knew we were going to eventually talk about poop on this podcast, and I couldn't be happier.
Al gets a better angle for his rear.
I'm going to rebuttal
that.
Will's point right now.
What the fuck is going on?
When you stand up, I think it
this
moves
is
your...
Alex's ego, damn
It
it.
stretches your intestines a little bit. I think sometimes, honestly, sometimes when I poop and I can't get it out, I'll stand up and I'll jump around a little bit because I just need to like move my body around. So maybe that's what gets the dingleberries out.
I think you have problems because I've never had problems where I can't not shit.
Listen, I could talk about my poop
So-
problems for weeks.
I
Hey,
know.
order. I'm giving final thoughts right now.
Okay.
Al, you have a better angle with wiping with the half squat.
I know.
I also know what you're talking about with the stand up because sometimes I stand up and I'm like, oh,
There's more.
but Will wins
Yes.
because
Because
Because-
I the fool.
2 points why Will wins. First, when I am standing up at all, you're risking cheek closure, and then you're making more of a mess, dude. Yeah. And I'm not down for that. It's just like, there's no arguing that. Like, if you're moving, you're risking more of a mess. Now, you might have your system down to a point where there is no more mess, but you're risking it more than just sitting.
You could also say if you stood up and someone walks in on you, they're going to see everything. Whereas if you're sitting down...
That's irrelevant. I don't give a shit.
That's a positive point for me.
Well, of course it is, because you're a fucking weirdo. Goes back to trimming your fucking pubes, dude. Hey.
Secondly, closing point. Al's doing some fucking leg exercises to wipe his butt. I'm taking a shit. I'm trying to relax from work. I'm not trying to like do any kind of physical exertion while I'm doing this, and I wipe everything just fine. So sitting down wins. Also, wet wipes are more efficient than dry toilet paper.
Yes. I used to... No, we're not going into that conversation.
I'm done.
Well,
and I think this podcast is done tonight.
Speaking of being done, speaking of pinching it off,
I'm so done.
There is a turtle head coming out, and if I don't get there soon,
speaking
you
of
guys
which,
are gonna smell it.
We're gonna totem pole shit.
I am not a part of this podcast.
Let's all go totem pole. We'll sit on each other's laps and
that
take
is
a
a
poop.
great idea. I've always wanted to do it.
All right, yeah. Fuck these audience members. Let's go poop together, guys.
Yep.
I am removing myself from the podcast.
Blake, we all know
had
you
fun.
You pooped on Al's chest, dude.
I had fun
It was
making this
silly.
podcast, but I just can't, after this comment, I just can't commit to this obligation anymore. I'm sorry.
So,
I'll wipe your ass.
yeah, we both... Al
While
and I
you're
are
sitting.
totally all about that.
I'll pick up the balls and I'll scoop it right
Okay,
out. Dingleberries and all.
I hope you guys enjoyed this.
Love ya.
It was fun. It was silly.
Have a good week.
And we ended on a shitty note.